Hey guys, RPM here. Hope y'all doing well and having a really great day. In this video, I want to talk about Ethereum Classic, ETC, which is going to have a fifth inning, not a halving, but a fifth inning in about 6 days and 14 hours as of recording this video. And so it is April 18th as of recording. And so I'm going to talk about a lot regarding Ethereum Classic and what I have followed regarding the information that, in terms of their new algorithm that they talked about last year that they want to move to from ETH hash to SHA-3. And, I want to talk about and cover the potential profitability or unprofitability that may come even after the fifth inning and maybe potentially after the Ethereum merge. Okay, so I have a lot that I want to go through and hopefully you guys enjoy, give you guys my perspectives here. I wanted to just quickly note that I did record the last Ethereum Classic fifth inning, like I think 2 years ago. And yeah, that was at block 10 million, right? And so now this next fifth inning is at block 15 million. So I wanted to go through how Ethereum Classic, goes about, they're basically inspired by the Bitcoin block reward reduction. And so, it's not called a halving for them, but it's more like a fifth inning, which is like 1/5 or 20% of the block reward. So let me just read this post here on the ethereumclassic.org blog. So Ethereum Classic's fixed monetary policy. Ethereum Classic is the original Ethereum network launched in 2015. One of the ETC's most desirable properties is its Bitcoin-inspired monetary policy, which features a fixed total supply and known emission schedule via ECP 1017. The fixed total supply of Ethereum Classic is 210,700,000 ETC. To date, 67% of all ETC has been emitted or mined and are circulating in the market. The emission schedule is a block reward reduction of 20% every 5 million blocks, known as the 5M20 monetary policy. A visual countdown and chart of the 5M20 emission schedule can be found on etc.is.money. And I actually have that up here. This is the countdown, all right, for the website. I'll have it linked down below in case anyone is wondering. Quick pause. This video is sponsored by nerdgears.com. If you guys are looking for crypto mining hardware, specifically graphics cards, they got a few here in stock. Looks like they just sold out of the 474 gigabyte cards, but they got A4000s, A2000s, Sapphire 580, 8 gigabyte pulses. Awesome stuff. Thank you, nerdgears.com. Link down below, guys. If you're interested, use offer code RedPandaMining for 2% off your whole order. Looking at the how this works is every era of 5 million blocks, mining rewards are reduced by 20%. And we just read all this. So it says over 99% will be mined by around 2065. So I don't think I'll live around till then, but yeah, there you go. that's a long time from now. Going down here, yeah, okay, that's all I wanted to read here, but just in case anyone wants to know, the next era or fifth inning will be May 2024. Okay, at block 20 million. So the biggest thing here is the block reward is going from 3.2 ETC, which it is right now, down to 2.56 ETC per block. So if we go to the Ethereum Classic Explorer right now, and you can see here, recent block found, 3.2 Ethereum Classic, 3.2, 3.2, 3.2, okay? So that's how, it's similar to like Ethereum. We're right now, we're all getting like 2 Ethereum per block plus miner tip. And of course, you guys know the transaction fees are being burned on Ethereum. But Ethereum Classic, we are getting 3.2 at this moment. Okay, for those that are mining Ethereum Classic. Okay, so that's basically it. But now a lot of people are wondering, for those that are potentially going to be mining Ethereum Classic, are going to be wondering, is this going to hurt my profitability? And potentially yes, but that is dependent on the price of Ethereum Classic, the network difficulty, and how much hash rate is on Ethereum Classic at the moment. For example, let's just do a 6x570 rig. Okay, just as of recording right now, and let's just say they do 180 mega hash, 720 watts, just as a general, typical RX 570 rig, 4 gigabyte cards. And look at this, that 4 gigabyte card rig, 6 570s, is able to yield about 0.1356 Ethereum Classic a day, every 24 hours roughly. But in the dollar value, fiat value, that's about, after your 10-cent kilowatt hour, is going to be $3.26 as of right now. So as the fifthening is going to come about, my guess here in terms of how in terms of the current network hash rate, the price of the coin, everything else, just knock this off another 20%. That's how I think I currently calculate when there's a halving or fifthening or some sort, that Ethereum Classic, around 20% of the reward is going to be knocked off. So if we're looking at the daily rewards, I'm going to say after the fifthening happens, it's going to be maybe 0.11, 0.10 Ethereum Classic a day, roughly. I guess we'll see. As also when these types of fiftenings or halvenings happen, a lot of people, depending on the profitability, are going to be, they might change their GPUs to other coins. Now, I know that a lot of 4 gigabyte card miners are on Ethereum Classic, right? And a lot of people are speculating that Ethereum Classic could potentially, go up in price or appreciate in price again, right? That's something that everyone is hoping for and speculating on. And yes, I hope so too, right? As I do have 4 gigabyte card 580s myself, and I have that rig on Ethereum Classic at the moment, and it's doing well right now. But when the fifthening is going to come about, basically what has to happen and what potentially may happen in the future is, and I'm going to say is going to be potentially dependent on Bitcoin as well. If the whole market is going to do well, then we're going to see Ethereum Classic and all the other proof of work coins also go up as well. Ethereum, we've seen before, Raven coin, and of course Ethereum Classic, right? Ethereum Classic has had massive jump up in price, which this happened back last year, let's say January, February, March, and April, when, let's see, Ethereum Classic went up to like what? Almost $120 or something insane. 120, 130, 140, I think, at one point per ETC, which is incredible, right? But that did not last long. So one thing to think about that I thought of, and a lot of people probably believe it as well, is that if a lot of people move to Ethereum Classic after Ethereum moves to proof of stake, right? The big Ethereum merge, the end of proof of work on Ethereum, okay, not ETC, but Ethereum, is going to probably move a lot of hash rate over to the other ETH hash coins, as there are a lot of ETH hash ASICs which can be programmed or firmware updated to mine ETC or maybe ETP, the other ETH hash coins that are out there right now. If you go on miningpoolstats.stream, you can see, Zilliqa, Metaverse, Expanse, Ether Social, Dubai Coin. There's a lot of other ETH hash coins out there that you can mine, but whether or not it makes sense to mine those coins, because if they're not profitable, it begs the question, right? It begs the question that if the prices of those coins aren't going to go up in price, and a lot of the hash rate from all these ASIC miners are going to move over. So example, let's see here. Let's type in ETH hash. Let's go to ASIC miner value and ETH hash. So you look at this, the Antminer E9, Jazzminer X4s, A10, A11 Pros, Antminer, let's see, A10 Pros. All these ASIC miners that people have are most likely going to be moving them to Ethereum Classic, right? And so for those that are going to be GPU mining, you're going to most likely be competing against these more efficient miners, ASIC miners, application specific integrated circuit miners, which, these are dedicated to mining a certain algorithm. They are only focused on one coin. And so these ones specifically are on the ETH hash algorithm. And you can actually see some Antminer E3s down here. It says ETH hash 4G, which that's for Ethereum Classic. So, Ethereum Classic, you can still mine with your 4 gigabyte cards up until, let's see here, August 2025, according to the MinerStack DAG size here. Okay, so this is all these numbers here are prevalent to how big your graphic card video memory is. So 4 gigabyte cards, I'm going to say mostly the Polaris GPUs. I mean, there's 1050 Ti's that are 4 gig, 1660s that are 4 gig, some of them, and Polaris cards mainly, 4 gigabyte cards that are probably all on Ethereum Classic at this moment. Okay, I think literally everyone that has 4 gigabyte card Polaris cards are mining Ethereum Classic at this moment, which is, it's a given, right? A lot of people are doing that because they are potentially speculating that Ethereum Classic could have a potential spike in price one of these days. But I don't think, personally, I'm just giving my opinion, this is not financial advice, is that, after the merge, as everyone's going to be moving to probably Ethereum Classic, Raven Coin, all these other coins, is, Ethereum Classic really, in order to sustain all the miners in terms of profitability, there has to be a constant profitable for all of us miners to, there has to be liquidity. There's got to be volume. There's got to be enough volume on Ethereum Classic to be able to handle all the hardware that's going to be mining Ethereum Classic. And for those that are going to be selling Ethereum Classic for fiat, for those that actually, that care about profitability, because, depending on how big their mining farm is, these guys have expenses and they have to upkeep all that, right? So it's interesting. It's interesting when that time comes to see, I guess, the great GPU migration over to all these other coins. It's gonna be quite interesting. But I guess this video was meant to be just talking about Ethereum Classic's fifth inning. We all know it's just gonna go from 3.2 ETC to 2.56. But talking about what's upcoming, guys, and one thing that I wanted to touch on is that Ethereum Classic did talk about transitioning to SHA-3. It's a new algorithm, and that's mainly ASIC and FPGA. Okay, GPUs can do SHA-3 as well, but according to there's a lot of posts and Twitter stuff regarding all this back in, I think, a year and a half ago, when Ethereum Classic was really talking about moving to SHA-3. They even had Twitter posts about it. Last year, this is back in February 9th of 2021, so literally last year, they say here, moving to SHA-3 would be an easy transition for the current GPUs mining on ETC network. SHA-3 is hardware agnostic and will run on today's GPUs and FPGAs and SHA-3 ASICs. Learn how to change to SHA-3 would affect the Ethereum Classic mining ecosystem. So they had a testnet as well that was that they had. I believe they still do. I forgot what it was called. I forgot to bring it up here, but they also had their ECIP 1049 talking about the transition to SHA-3. From what I've heard, I don't think it's going to happen. All right, and there is a big proponent, Henry Kwan of Epic Blockchain. He's an ASIC manufacturer in North America, and I believe he was talking about making a SHA-3, like a GPU looking style ASIC that would mine specifically Ethereum Classic, SHA-3 algorithm. I don't know if they're really pushing it, but I think they were in a sense. But for the past, I don't know, after the announcements about a year ago, I haven't heard much about it. I haven't heard much people talk about even Ethereum Classic moving to SHA-3. So I think that is not happening anymore. One of the biggest reasons why they were talking about SHA-3 was that Ethereum Classic had gotten attacked, right? Double spend, 50% attacked multiple times over the past couple of years. For those that are mining recently, probably may not know that, but they had 50% attacks, and it wasn't good, right? It wasn't good. And so a lot of people wanted to move to a new algorithm, SHA-3, from ETC hash or ETH hash. So that's something, I don't think is going to happen anymore. But if something does come about it, if there is new news regarding it, I will update you all on if Ethereum Classic goes that way. But if Ethereum Classic goes to SHA-3, ASIC FPGA algorithm, then that's going to render GPU miners and even the ASICs that are out there right now, Jazz miners. You guys know I recently reviewed the Jazz miner, and these things would literally become bricks, right? Even though they make a pretty penny right now, they would become bricks because these things are only specific on one algorithm. And ASICs, we all know that, right? So even Bitcoin ASICs can only mine SHA-256 algorithm and all that good stuff. But anyways, guys, that's all I want to talk about. Let me know what you guys think about the fifth inning that Ethereum Classic is going to have, and just let me know your guys' thoughts on, I guess, in terms of the Ethereum Classic price for those that care about Ethereum Classic. I guess that's really the bottom line regarding Ethereum Classic. And if you're going to be mining Ethereum Classic for the long term, is that if you believe in Ethereum Classic is going to go up in price and you believe in the project, basically. So, mining profitability then may not matter to you. And for those that are going to be mining it, or those that are hodling it, is, they could potentially have that price boom, which we have seen before, but who knows if it's going to happen again? Nobody knows, right? That a lot of people are speculating that Ethereum Classic is going to go up in price, or Ravencoin or Ergo or anything. I think a lot of people have that same mentality, and I hope so as well. But everyone, do your due diligence and do your own research, and just understand that the crypto markets, especially on these coins, we're all just speculating. Unless you're a trading guru, you know what's going to happen. Who knows? Anyways, my friends, thanks for watching. I will maybe make another update video after the Ethereum Classic Fifthening happened, and then I can come back to this video and just do a typical 580 rig, what we did here, 180 mega hash, and we'll see what the profitability is after the Fifthening. So $3.26. Anyways, my friends, I'll see you on the next video. Have a good one, and peace out.